The House of Dior is integral to the film. That's the dress she sees, that's the dress she wants. So my understanding when I took on the project was that Dior were going to do all the Dior elements, and I would be involved and I could have an opinion, but basically Dior would do Dior. But I was invited to go to the archives, and that was a fantastic outing with the wonderful people who run that. And they showed us they were so generous with their knowledge and their research materials. I saw the original books of that show with the little drawings, with the sample fabrics, with the notes. And I mean, it was just an extraordinary experience. Isabel, I knew what I wanted, so I would send Corinne the images I'd found, and it has to be a woman in black. All Dior's women, they all wear black. They're all very, very severe, and they all look marvelous. And there's tons of research, and that was really fun. So I sent Corinne some choice pieces. She sourced from the costume houses she knows really well. We did a Zoom fitting in Isabel's flat one Sunday. I think it was a Sunday evening, because she's really busy. And then we did a second one on a Saturday evening, again in her Paris flat, with someone from one of the other costume houses who does brilliant alterations and has made for her a lot. And so, it really worked. Obviously, they're not professional camera people, so they've set the computer up, and sometimes it was against the light, so I couldn't always see as well as I would if I was, in a room with someone. But actually, it worked. And I remember she looked into the camera and just said, "I'm very happy, Jenny." And I just thought it was so wonderful. The Big Dior show was our sort of, major opus on this, I think. I did not design the dresses. Christian Dior designed them, except for two, which I did in honor of him, but to fulfill our story requirements. But I did organise the making, and I had two amazing makers, John Bright of Cosprop and Jane Law, who they both make for me, or make for all the top stars, but they both understand fashion. They love Dior. They're passionate about getting the shapes right, and we're also trying desperately to get the fabrics right, the weight of the Dior, because his stuff is really heavy. It was thick, the fabrics. And fabrics were thicker then because they didn't have so much central heating. So people needed thicker clothes to stay warm, whereas now everything's so overheated, we can go around in sleeveless dresses in winter. But it was very important to get the colours right. We actually dyed a lot of the fabrics to try and get the strength of the colours that we felt were correct. And we're going mainly off photographs, so. And I just think they did an extraordinary job.